Dear students, today we will explore a slice of Goa history, culture, and aroma. Yes, you heard it right. Through the heartwarming lesson, A Baker from Goa by Lucio Rodriguez. This chapter is not just about bread, it's about tradition, community, and memories. So let's travel to Old Goa, a land once ruled by the Portuguese who left behind many things but most deliciously the legacy of baking. Even after the Portuguese left India, the art of bread making stayed alive. The baker or pedder, as he is called in Goa, still holds a special place in Goan household. He isn't just a bread seller, he is a part of the family tradition. A pedder is a traditional Goan baker often seen carrying a bamboo basket filled with bread. Now imagine this. In the early morning quiet, a familiar jang jang sound of bamboo would echo through the village. The baker would arrive not in a uniform or a suit but in a half pant that reached just below his knees, and a shirt, his traditional attire, white and simple. That dress symbolized both simplicity and identity. He wore a single piece frock, usually white, and trousers shorter than full length called a kabai by the author. Each morning, before the sun rose fully, a familiar jingling sound would echo through the village streets. It wasn't a temple bell, it was the baker bamboo stuff that he banged on the ground. The moment children heard it, they would rush out, barefoot and even without brushing their teeth. Their logic: even a tiger does not brush its teeth before hunting. The baker always arrived with a huge basket balanced silkfully on his head. Once he placed it down, he would greet the lady of the house with a friendly good morning. Then the loaves and the bread bangles were pulled out and sold. It was usually the maid servants who come out to buy the bread. Children, however, were more interested in the bread bangles, ring-shaped sweet bread that they relished like a treat. He visited twice a day, once in the morning to sell fresh bread and once again after returning home. In Goa, bread is not just food, it is a part of every celebration. No engagement, wedding, or festival is complete without sweet bread called bol or bread bangles for children, and of course the famous loaves and buns. Bread was essential for marriage, gift, festive meals, and everyday tea time. Children in particular loved the baker not just for the bread but for the small treats, the unique ring-shaped bread bangles, and sometimes a sweet smile. The baker account system was very simple. He did not ask for money daily. He recorded transactions monthly and collected payment later. This too shows the trust and bond between villagers and the baker. Payments were made monthly based on his record keeping on the wall with a pencil. Even the baker's family enjoyed respect. The author recalls how having a baker in the house meant financial stability. He humorously mentions how they were healthy and plump, suggesting prosperity. Because they were well fed and had steady earnings visible from their round figures. Now let's move to the summary of the lesson. This nostalgic piece by Lucio Rodriguez reflects on Goa's colonial past and how some traditions like baking stayed. The narrator fondly remembers the village baker's daily visits, the importance of bread in Goan culture, and how these simple things created a rhythm in their lives. It is a reminder that culture survives through small yet meaningful routines. The theme revolves around the importance of tradition, culture, continuity, and community bonding through something as simple as bread. So, dear students, next time you see a loaf of bread, remember it is not just food, it could be a slice of history just like in Goa. Let's see some keywords. Padder, traditional baker in Goa. Come twice a day wearing a kabai. Bread was vital in Goan's life, especially for wedding and feasts. Paid monthly, trusted by villagers. Bread bangles were a treat for children. Lesson theme, tradition and culture heritage. If you found this lesson helpful, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Comment below your favorite scene from the lesson or what food connects you to your culture. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected.